We're getting live visuals of Prime Minister Modi with EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen after the historic free trade agreement which was signed between India and the European Union. This is, of course, the picture of the contingent of India and the European Union after they signed a free trade agreement earlier today. This is, of course, this was in making for around 2 decades. And we're getting you live visuals. We see Ursula von der Leyen there walking beside Prime Minister Modi. Earlier in the day, Ursula von der Leyen said that we did it. And this is perhaps an example for the world order after the free trade agreement signed between India and the European Union. We also had the delegation from European Union here in India for the Republic Day celebrations. And we are now getting you the visuals of the Indian contingent and the European Union contingent together for a big group photograph. That's after the India-EU Business Forum. This was after mother of all deals was signed between India and the European Union, which perhaps results in gradual tariff reduction for 96% of exports from both the countries. And well, the atmosphere is perhaps jubilant because this deal wasn't making for almost 18 years. That's at least 2 decades. And these are the visuals which were recorded just moments ago. We're getting you live here on NDTV. The Raj callers are joining me live. Aditya, of course, you've mentioned that the nitty-gritties of the FTA will be laid out in moments from now. And I suppose it has already been done. We have the group picture of the India and EU contingent there at the India-EU Business Forum. Aditya, over to you.
Well, that's right. This is the first India-EU Business Forum that is happening at the Bharat Mandapam in the national capital. And this is happening just minutes after India and EU sealed a historic milestone of an FTA, free trade agreement between New Delhi and Brussels after an 18 years long wait. There have been several twists and turns in this, but now there is, of course, great news for of course, consumers as well as business houses and entrepreneurs in the field of auto to wines and whiskies and automobile enthusiasts all across Europe and India as well. So the 27-member bloc of EU and India have sealed the FTA, and now Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the EU leadership at the Bharat Mandapam to speak on what this means for the business, commerce and trade between India and the European Union. This will be a historic milestone where, of course, imported European items will be cheaper in India with a massive reduction in duties. At the same time, big auto manufacturers like Mercedes, BMW, Audi cars will get massively cheaper here in India.